Welcome to a very overcast and wet Kiwitea Street here in Auckland for today's ISPS Handa Men's Premiership third round game between reigning champions Auckland City and Hawkes Bay United. Auckland City coming off I like to say a bit of an upset loss last week against Hamilton Wanderers, who have gone top of the table. Well, they were until yesterday's draw. 2 wins from 2 games. Auckland City, though, looking to bounce back. 3 points. They beat local rivals Eastern Suburbs first up. Hawkes Bay United in goal. We have Scott Morris. We have James Hoyle, Woods, Vickers, Randall, Hoy, Caelan Gould, Sam Pickering, Fergus Neal, and the old Bill Robertson, the co-coach of the Hawkes Bay United side. For the home side, Auckland City in goal, Cameron Brown. We have Mario Illich, Adam Mitchell, Mario Billen, Brian Kaltak, Cam Howison, Albert Riera, Mr. Dylan Manicum with the greatest hair in the universe up front, Andrew Blake, Maru Bonsu Maru, and Alfie Rogers. Sides coming out. There will, before the game, be a moment's silence, as there are for all ISPS Men's Premiership games this weekend, in honour and in memory of Diego Armando Maradona. Our referee today, Ben O'Connell, his assistants, Ben Norman and Jared Lambeth, and the fourth official, Andrew Lambeth. Sides lining up. As I say, a very wet day here, and we expect the rain looks like it's going to hang around for a little while, but the surface looks absolutely magnificent. In fact, far too magnificent for a city that's under water restrictions. One has to ask questions of how they managed to do it, but however they managed to do it, absolutely superb surface in this great little boutique football ground, which has seen so much magnificent action over the years, both with Auckland City and with Central United. The coaching crew for it, Jose Figueira, with his assistant Ivan Vislic for Auckland City. Lining up, they're just getting a bit of a warm-up just before we have our moment's silence, as I predicted before. I'd expect a bit of a bounce back from Auckland City today. Not like them to start off the season 1-1. Hawkes Bay United looking for their first point of the season. Just lining up now for silence. Lovely touch there, Emiliano Tade putting the shirt, the number 10 Argentinian shirt, in the centre circle there as the teams now swap ends. The Auckland City drummer will be behind Hawkes Bay United for the first half. We expect there's no real excuses, despite the weather today, there's no real excuses for any failing of the players in these conditions. As I say, the surface looking absolutely pristine. and with a bit of water over the top of it, it should be a fast passing game. Far better than the bumpy surface that we saw yesterday at Seven Fields when Waitakere drew 2-2 with Team Wellington. And Central Auckland City kicking off. Maru Bonsu-Maru leading the Auckland City attack. Albert Riera, the old former Phoenix midfielder, still strutting his stuff here in the ISPS Handa Premiership. We're underway, and Auckland City playing with a 3-5-2 formation. Hawkes Bay countering with a 4-3-3, so it'll be interesting to see who takes control early on in this game, and which tactics lead to the better action. Adam Mitchell playing on the right side of a three-man defence with Mario Bilan, the Croatian, in the middle. Good solid tackle there from Brian Kaltak, who play on that left-hand side. The Vanuatu international, I was lucky enough to see 8 years ago for the first time as a 19-year-old playing for Vanuatu in the Nations Cup in the Solomon Islands. Bonsu-Maru looking there, Riera looking to support him. Oh, a bit of a dodgy little back pass there, putting young Scott Morris under pressure. Interesting player to Dylan Manicum, a New Zealand futsal all white, great feet and great hair. So it'll be interesting, although I wouldn't have thought the hair would be fantastic on a day like today. The rain getting heavier as we start off here. Auckland City starting on the front foot. Cam Howson, all white. There's full of stars, this Auckland City side. And a lovely ball in, and Riera, and a good save there from Scott Morris. Got a hand to it there. Look, it may have even, especially in these conditions, it might be a bit dodgy for the goalkeepers. Always worth having a go. But Riera only just really poked at that and caused a few problems. Howson playing down that left, looking more to the left-hand side, just drifting out there to do a bit of assistance. We expect to see Alfie Rogers on the attack over there. Bonsu-Maru looking for something, but not getting it, and a goal kick for Hawkes Bay United. Led at the back by assistant coach there, Bill Robertson, although James Hoyle, the Englishman, is the captain for today. With Cam Howson captaining the Auckland City side. Pumped well up there, and flick on by Corey Vickers. Brian Caltech solid in defence, but always willing to have a go on attack. Howson finding it out wide here now to Andrew Blake. Crossed over. Oh, really would have expected better there from Manicum on that one. He would have expected more. Knocked down for Bonsu-Maru, who just sort of toe poked a left foot at it, didn't really manage to get it anywhere near on target. Good, but just showing the danger, the width that's going to come at this Hawkes Bay side. The Auckland City going to use a lot of width and going to cause some problems. I think this could well be a long afternoon at the office for them. Flick on by Gavin Hoy, Hawkes Bay United. Trying to just put their foot on the ball at the moment, trying to get a bit of possession for them. That's all, knocking it down. Jesse Randall dropping deep from the three-man attack there. Bonsamaro to Riera. We've seen at the Phoenix what a great attacking sort of player he can be as well. He does the defensive work but always can find a good pass. Howson looking for a free kick. I don't think you're going to get that in the ISPS Handa Premiership in New Zealand. It's quite a physical. Another effort that Mario Ilic will not be overly proud of. I don't think that'll be making his highlights reel. Be interesting to see how much the Hawkes Bay fullbacks push up. The usual debate about whose throw it is down there, but it's gone the way of Hawkes Bay United. Flicked up over here. Fergus Neal battling down on this side. Do forgive us, it's quite awkward to see around some of this pitch. We've got quite a restricted view, albeit a very lofty perch here at Kiwitia Street, and the rain seems to be easing at the moment, which might make it a little bit easier for the players. But as I say, with a wet surface and a beautiful smooth surface, it shouldn't be a problem for them. But that's intercepted now, and Gavin Hoy charging through. Jesse Randall having a crack. Caltech manages to clear it. Big hoof. Bonsamaro looking for someone, but he was coming back from an offside position. Quickly taken there by Corey Vickers. Caelan Gould down that right-hand side for this three-man Hawkes Bay United attack, but no problem there for Cameron Brown. Reasonable crowd turned up here today, especially considering the conditions, but they're always well supported of this club, well run and well supported. And a little bit of a shove on Bonsamaro there from James, and he kicked the ball away. You're very lucky not to get booked for that, young man. Billen looking wide out there for Alfie Rogers. Brian Caltech, although a defender, is pretty happy moving forward as well with the ball. What a great shot and a great save. Andrew Blake just driving one in there, but Scott Morris getting a very strong hand. That's two good saves he's made already. And you get the feeling he may have to make a few more if he's going to keep his side in it during this day. Howson again drifting out more onto that left-hand side. Quite happy to knock it around here at the back and have Mario Billen just in front of him, in front of that back three. And Mario Ilic in front of Mario Billen. It's early in the season, but this will be an important game for Auckland City. They'll have been stung by that defeat last week and will want to bounce back and make a statement. And here goes Blake again, who's already causing problems down that right-hand side. Beautifully cut in, Bonsamaro. But couldn't quite control it and get anything out of it. And Robertson's just doing the sensible thing and clearing it. Manicum not quite getting in there, but Riera gets a foot in. Howson back into Ilic. But we've seen already a few times down this right-hand side for Auckland City. Andrew Blake causing some real problems for Fergus Neal. His opposite number, the two number 17s having a go at each other. And at the moment, Blake being slightly on top, one would say. Well won by Howson, but it's gone away straight away again now. Gavin Hoy running in is Jesse Randall outside on the left foot and drives it well wide. A little bit disappointing there. I'm not sure if he's naturally left-footed. He hit it reasonably, firmly enough, but very much off target. The young lad, Jesse Randall, playing down that left-hand side in the front three for Hawkes Bay United. North Wellington, Rongotai boy, same college as Winton Rufer. Interesting to see two of the front three dropping well back here to help out their midfield. And I think that's going to be necessary. In fact, Jesse Randall may have to drop back even further to try and counter Andrew Blake down this right-hand side, who's causing lots of grief. A little bit of possession coming for here. Fergus Neal holding up and then knocking it back. James Hoyle. Diagonal ball. Quite easily swept up there by Alfie Rogers retreating. As I said, they look quite comfortable, Auckland City, knocking it around at the back. They're quite patient building up. They've struggled at the moment, though, to get decent balls into their front two. Free kick by referee Ben O'Connell to the Hawkes Bay United side. It's an opportunity now for them to push forward, get some numbers in the box. It may be that they will make the most of their set pieces today. So coming off a just a narrow 2-1 loss to Team Wellington last week. Both sides coming off a loss. I mentioned before, Hamilton Wanderers beating Auckland City. They're looking for the free kick, but they haven't got it. Whipped in, Robertson's still up there, and they've still got possession there. It may well have gone out, but they've managed to keep it in. That's gone well too far. But the set pieces could be a real outlet for Hawkes Bay. And Robertson getting up there, not quite getting the contact that he would have wanted on there. Yeah, the rain stopped now, and just nice condition, a little bit overcast. Not quite warm enough yet to get humid. And the ball zipping across the surface, which is great for everyone apart from goalkeepers. And getting in there, getting a touch, and the throw to Hawkes Bay United. Fergus Neal taking it, looking down the line for Gavin Hoyt. Another one. Taken in 10-yard increments. Howson there, very experienced player, Burnley and St Mirren. Once scored a goal for St Mirren against Glasgow Rangers at Ibrox, which is, I'm sure, will be one of his fond memories at the end of his pretty decent career from a New Zealand perspective. He was a full New Zealand international as well. Should be no problems there for Cameron Brown to sweep that one up. But a decent period of possession and pressure from Hawkes Bay United. Have nullified the initial bit of energy from Auckland City. And that could have ended up in absolute disaster. We've seen that a lot in the last couple of weeks. A lot of playing around at the back, knocking it back to the goalkeeper. goalkeepers getting closed down and creating a few heart-in-the-mouth moments for several coaches. I know it's a modern game now to get goalkeepers far more involved in the playing the ball on the ground, but sometimes just get it out of there and just let them do the work of saving it rather than creating stuff. Robertson with a long speculative ball down that right side. Second side, Illich, Kaltak, on the side to Howson. There's Andrew Blake. They'll be looking to get him on the ball a little bit more, I'd imagine. Gone a little bit quiet on it after a good start, Auckland City. And there's no doubt that they'll be favourites for this game. So the pressure on them in front of their home fans to make the running. Bonsimaro dropping very deep to pick up the ball. And you just wonder, it's nice little bits of build-up play, but they just aren't getting that so far, that decent through ball for their front two. Alfie Rogers trying to skip down there, but a very good tackle from Jackson Woods. Harrison again spraying it wide. Blake picking it up, but closed down by, as I mentioned, Jesse Randall dropping in there to help out in a defensive way. Little chip over the top, Bonsimaro chasing back. James Hoyle. It was Riera's in the area now. He did well to retain that one. Back out to Blake. Chance Cowson with his left foot again. This time straight at Morris, who's looked solid so far. Scott Morris with the ball out now. Fergus Snell, can they launch a counter attack? Little chip over the top. Hoy not quite getting that one. It goes straight through to Brown in the City goal. Back comes the rain. I think we will be expecting this on and off for the day. It is Auckland after all. Billen and Kaltak having a little bit of a warm-up at the back between themselves. Riera dropping. And again, closing them down. Another thing of the modern game, a lot of the, which I'm a big fan of actually, the old pressing. Put the squeeze on everyone. Thing is, with that sort of game though, you've got to be fit. And everyone's got to do their job. Bonsimaro dropping deep again, but being put under a lot of pressure there by James Hall, who followed him the whole way. It's almost like they're tied together with a piece of string. Again, another good bit of pressure from Caelan Gould. Kaltak getting fouled there and picking up the free kick. Riera managed to skip through, but just couldn't control it, and Robertson clears it. Randall again coming back. It would indicate to me there that perhaps he's more right-footed. That's why I'm playing down this left-hand side. And that was a decent ball through, but just a little bit overweighted from Corey Vickers. And the ball being kicked out. Someone to get a bit of treatment. And it looks like Mario Billen taking a bit of a knock a bit early in the day to lose one of your key players. Billen played for Croatia under 20 from Zadar. He actually played with Luka Modric amongst many others. Maybe we could get Luka Modric to come to Auckland City when he leaves Real Madrid. be able to carry on, which would be a good thing. And just launched long there. They're not quite making it happen in a forward thing. Caltech with a strong header, but coming straight back now. Jackson Woods and there, but a very good tackle there. Defensive work from Alfie Rogers, snuffing out any threat. That ball played too hard and too far in front of Corey Vickers. Losing possession. Caltech looks to build again. Rogers back to Caltech. They're being frustrated at the moment by Hawkes Bay. There's Gould knocking it through to Hoy, but just couldn't get it inside to Randall. So I think the Chris Greatholder, the Hawkes Bay United coach, will be reasonably happy with his team's performance so far. They're frustrating this Auckland City side, limiting their chances. So Tom Doyle coming on for Mario Illich. And he will fill that role just in front of the back three. Tom Doyle, another experienced player, 83 games for the Wellington Phoenix. A little bit fortunate there, Neil, to get the free kick, but got it, taken it quickly. And almost giving it back straight away. There's Manacum now, he's going to have a little go. There with the ball at his feet, always a dangerous player. Bonsu wide, going to have a crack. And another save from Morris in the Hawkes Bay goal. But that's what I think they're going to need to do. They need to get the ball in front of those front two so they can run at them. And that little bit of WWE wrestling down that side. Gavin Hoy not looking very happy about the decision, but it was going to go one way or the other, and it went against him. It looks like Tom Doyle's gone into the left side of that three, and Mario Illich. So it's Mario Billen, sorry, that I got wrong, that went off. Getting all crazy here, getting my Marios mixed up. Mario Billen has gone, and Tom Doyle has moved over onto that left side of the back three with Brian Caltech in the middle. And a lot of ball coming through Howson, but yet to play that killer pass. Adam Mitchell down to Riera. And Blake, and then Riera trying to find Alfie Rogers on that far side with a sweeping pass, but again intercepted. And here goes Gould, looking to take on Doyle, who's just come on. Referee played a little bit of advantage, but decided that there wasn't any. And so here's another opportunity for Hawkes Bay United from a set piece. Put some pressure on Cameron Brown in the Auckland City goal. Gould going to launch one in. Poor effort. He'll be disappointed in that. dropping it in low, not beating the first man. This one's looking a little bit better, actually. That might have been better had it been the free kick given. Might have been better if he'd have played that one the first time. And big James Hoyle getting up there, but giving away the free kick. And it starts belting down here again at QET Street. This is the heaviest we've had it so far today. I don't think that's going to add to the spectacle. Blake having a nice little run there. But again, Manicum getting closed down very easily. Jesse Randall now with a chance to break. He's running at them. Oh, what a goal. What a magnificent goal. Young Jesse Randall, I was talking about his left foot, but he did what he needed to do that time there. Just picked up the ball, there's pressure, Manicum losing the ball under pressure, and young Jesse Randall just having look at this, a great run at him, inside and out, turned him inside and out, and he just passed it into the bottom right-hand corner. No chance really for Cameron Brown to stop that one. So really, you can't say it's against a run of play. Hawkes Bay United have been stifling the attacks of Auckland City. City looking as if they're out of ideas at the moment. The front two getting almost bullied and pressured and not really getting any decent ball there. And the three up front have been playing well. Again, here's another one. Under pressure, Bonsumaru gives it away. Hoy. And here's Randall again. Did he keep it in? No, first time maybe, second time definitely not. Doyle operating down that left side of the back three now with Kaltak in the middle. That really has put the cat amongst the pigeons, though, and you can't really say that Hawkes Bay aren't worthy of their lead. They've worked really hard. They've created a couple of opportunities. Randall doing some good work coming back there and closing down Andrew Blake. And a good game so far, the youngster. Riera's turn now and he's away. This is an opportunity. Can he find some help? He's got Blake down the right hand side, knocked it into the middle house and have a crack. Straight at Morris, who, as he's shown today so far, his hands have been good and his positioning has been good. But well worth a crack from House in there. You wonder whether they may change their formation at least, if not their personnel, just yet, to try and put a bit more pressure on the back four of Hawkes Bay United, who are doing exceedingly well. Another free kick to Hawkes Bay. Or is it a throw? Let's have a look. It's right down below me, so I can't exactly see for that one. Here we go. Yep, that's a throw to them, so it's out. Taken by Neil. Offman dropping. He's been quiet, doing a bit of dropping back. Sam Pickering there, number 12 for Hawkes Bay. He's doing a lot of chasing. Hasn't had much involvement with his foot on the ball so far. But this is a hard-working effort from Hawkes Bay United, and I think commendable. A lot of whistle today. Normally these things get let go, but maybe he's been watching, Mr. O'Connell's been watching a bit of the old Premier League. Every bit of contact being penalised. Fair enough, each to their own. You can't suppose you can, in certain parts of the world, that's definitely a foul. Chance now for Auckland City to get a set piece into that area. Rain stopping again, as it tends to do in this part of the world. They'll be back shortly, don't worry about it if you're missing it. Howson with his left foot to curl one in, and another really poor, that's two poor effort, one from each side from a set piece, and a speculative left-footed effort from Andrew Blake there that didn't really do any damage, apart from maybe someone's garden over the back. Well, I do believe we're seeing even a little bit of sun coming out now. He's got everything. Wants it wide. Kept in by Vickers. Another challenge going up there, brought down though. Oh, by Gould, flicked over the top, but well cleared up. It's an Auckland City side that, I mean, this is a side that plays top football. They're just looking disjointed at the moment, and that's a lot down to the pressure that they're under from, I think Pickering there finds Gould, Offman. See, old little dink over the top. And here's the dangerous Ranald again. Oh, first time, and a good little shove there from Brian Kaltak on Caelan Gould, stopping him from getting away inside the area, maybe putting Hawkes Bay 2-0 up. So shoulder to shoulder blade, shall we say, on that one. But did the job needed by his side. And again, it's Hawkes Bay just looking far more dangerous when they get the ball in that area. And Jackson Woods being brought down by Alfie Rogers, so another chance for Hawkes Bay to cause some damage and some grief in the penalty area. 1-0 up, goal in the 26th minute by Jesse Randall, who's gone over now to take this set piece. Not exactly the most statuesque of individuals, so perhaps better delivering than getting in. And there's old Bill, the old Bill at the far post. I'll say that in a very affectionate way. Bill Robertson, who's also the co-coach of this Hawkes Bay United side, getting up there, very experienced. Played for a while for Waitakere up here in Auckland. Coached Napier City Rovers to the Central League title. Oh, a good use of the arm there by James Hoyle, preventing any danger there. And again, Caelan Gould coming back and winning that ball. And this, I've got to say that at the moment this formation doesn't seem to be working for them. Alfie Rogers, maybe get a bit more time on the ball. Here he is going, following through, but well out again. Quickly off his line, Scott Morris snuffing out that danger. Looking now for an attacking throw, but then just settling it down a bit. Chew up the clock. So 12 minutes to go in this first half. Oh, he's very a little bit unfortunate there, but I suppose if you go in with your studs up, he'd lost control a bit there, Corey Vickers, and went in with a good sliding challenge. Again, a lack of control there from Manacum. The ball's away, brought down by Kaltak. Illich helping out at the back. Kaltak pushing forward, but just gives the ball away cheaply. And Jackson Woods plays it back to Morris and goal. Randall Picking up a free kick there. Mitchell all over him, according to referee O'Connell. So at the moment, they're looking very, very comfortable, Hawkes Bay United. A good value for their lead. And I'm just wondering whether, they are missing Emiliano Tarde, their record goal scorer, who's out injured. Whipped in, but there's no white shirts anywhere near that one. But they will get a throw down the far side. Caelan Gould. Hoffman dropping deep there to try and help out. A lot of whistle in this game. A lot of whistle in this game. But not really that grievous offences. Not really what we're used to in there, although it may be the O'Connell style that he plays it strictly by the book. Not the usual physical nature of the game that we're used to here in the National League football here in the ISPS Handa Premiership. Mitchell wide to Blake. He's having a little go, but Randall again helping out at the back. Does well, earns aside a throw. He really is, so far for me, he's been the standout player, the youngster. And Gavin Hoy hoping to have sneaked something there, but the decision's gone the other way. Mitchell to Caltac. Eventually you've got to start, that's it, that's the way. See, I mentioned before, Caltac likes having a bit of a run, he's well capable. And again, the ball, Bonsimaro, those front two are not having the best days of their careers. Both decent players. I mentioned Manicum is a top futsal player as well, so great feet. But at the moment his feet are letting him down. Riera knocks it through. Blake down the side. Now can Manicum create something here, but again, well closed down by Hoyle. And it's the same old story at the moment. Mitchell decided not to knock one in. Keeping it short. Riera again. That's just basically a get it out of danger sort of clearance. No one up there for Hawkes Bay United. Caltac to Illich. Yeah, he's managed to keep it in. Manicum's kept it in. It's back now with Mitchell. And Manicum playing with a 1-2. Blake here. Illich calling for someone to come to him. Howson drops in, and again, and he is on the quick counter attack. Gould just misses it. He just lost control of it there. Could this go the other way now for them? Another great stop there from Robertson. Experienced defender, getting his foot in. Randall back covering as well. Riera knocking it inside to Illich. And look, just, I mean, that's Tom Doyle, exceedingly experienced player. This doesn't look like an Auckland City side that I'd be expect to be watching out here on a Sunday afternoon. They're rattled, they're scrappy. Things not quite going right for them at the moment, and it's like a disease that's catching. I don't think any of the players are exempt from it at the moment. But they are a quality outfit, so you're not going to be writing them off, especially at this stage of the game. Still 6 minutes to go in the first half, plus any stoppage time, which there may be because of the injury to Mario Billen. Well, that was more by luck than judgment that's got through to Bonsamaro. Riera now trying to control the side. Howson in forward positions. Played it through here. Manicum, again, his touch just took it wide. And goal kick. He's looking for the corner. But again, his touch just hasn't been quite there today. He's got good feet, this boy, and he must have left them at home. Morris kicks it long, handball there. Oh, referee saying it was the chest. Come on, referee. Definitely looked like a hand from here, but anyway, I will give him his credit that he is a referee and he knows what he's doing, and he's a lot closer than I am. But it looked like a handball to me. Mitchell knocking it wide now. Can Blake? In that first few minutes, Blake looked dangerous down this side, but Jesse Randall's been dropping back and helping out Fergus Neal on this left-hand side defensively, and it's negated his potency that he showed in those first few minutes. He's out in space here now if they could find him, but they're waiting too long. Again, too long for the pass. It's all very well knocking. It's like watching England play this under Southgate. Knock it around the back for hours, and Harry Kane never gets to touch the ball. He won't touch it today because he's not playing. And there we go again, and Morris out, easily clearing that one up. Blake was in a lot of space out here on the right and was looking, needed that early ball to give him the opportunity to take on Fergus Neal at left back. And every time Hawkes Bay break forward with their 3 men up front, Offman dropping a little bit deep at times, but with Caelan Gould and Jesse Randall causing a lot of problems. Jackson Woods there. Oh, don't want to be mucking around there, Mr. Vickers. They'll be very happy to go in if they can keep this scoreline. Will Hawkes Bay United, but the way they're playing, you wouldn't put it past them nicking another one. It's Gavin Hoy to Caelan Gould. Offman's playing it through, and you just wonder whether he thought he was offside and didn't have a go at that, or whether he was just off balance, because that looked as if it was a lovely ball played back through from Offman to Gavin Hoy, but he just seemed to hold up, and he may well have been offside. And Manicum dropping very deep to pick the ball up now to get a bit of action. Monsumaru tries a little flick, which doesn't really come off, but they've still got possession. Howson waiting for Blake. And a corner, so a chance. He's looking for a free kick there, which it may well be a school of thought that perhaps he was worthy of getting one. And that, I mean, what on earth is that? Like, they must be pulling their the hair out the coaching team here, Figueira and Viselic, with this performance so far, because it really is a very unlike Auckland City performance. Perhaps a good old-fashioned tongue lashing at half-time may change the course of this game. Although it's not over yet, still a couple of minutes to go to half-time. Perhaps they could pinch one against on what's really been the run of play. They've had a fair amount of possession, Auckland City, but they've done absolutely nothing with it. Blake's looked dangerous when he's been on the ball. As Rogers out wide. Again, it's come back though now. Still all this sort of patient build-up that frustratingly ends up with nothing. Howson looking to create something down here on the right-hand side. Knocks it back in to Illich. who's been beaten, Mannequin beaten by Robertson. Here they go again. Hoy breaking down the right hand side. Randall rapidly coming up to the left. A little bit lucky to get the ball back there, Hoy. But it's been cleaned up in the end by Auckland City defence. I mean, the football's all nice at the back here. Mannequin in space there for once. He's dropped deep to get a bit of space. Blake outside, they're going to take him on. Nipped it in. And again, well cleared up by Pickering, I think it was there in the Hawkes Bay, dropping back into help out in the defence. Gould, who's run very hard in closing the defence down. The Auckland City defence, when they're trying to get out, has put a lot of pressure on them. Alfie Rogers nipping in there. Very dangerous from Vickers. Oof. Head in there. Slight bobble from Morris, but managed to grab it at the second attempt. Bonchamara getting his head to that one. And a big hoofed clearance. Oh, Randall sort of eased up on that run there. If he'd have carried on, just assuming that the defender was going to knock it back under pressure, may have managed to salvage something from it. James Hoyle again clearing it. A very impressive effort from the whole Hawkes Bay side, but especially from their back four. Been working hard. Illich to Howson. Is he going to unleash that left foot of his? No, he knocks it wide. Rogers whipping it in. Oh, another good clearance there from looks like Hoyle getting in, and there is the half-time whistle. And a bit of an upset so far here at Kiwitea Street as the sun starts shining through the miserable gloom that we've had. Still gloomy for the home side though. Auckland City 0, Hawkes Bay United 1. Jesse Randall in the 26th minute with a lovely goal, taking the defence on, turning Adam Mitchell inside out and then slotting it into the right-hand corner of Cameron Brown's goal. So we'll leave you here at half-time. Auckland City 0, Hawkes Bay United 1. Welcome back to Kiwitea Street here for the second half of the ISPS Handa Men's Premiership game between Auckland City and Hawkes Bay United. Bit of an upset at half-time, with Hawkes Bay United having a 1-0 lead given to them in the 26th minute by the young Jesse Randall with a magnificent run and a finish, and a deserved lead as well for Hawkes Bay United, who've basically stifled any sort of creative attacking intent from Auckland City. The back four of Hawkes Bay United have been very, very strong. Ooh, that was the old tactic, lob it down the wing and hope that Jesse Randall will get to it, but he can't, and the ball almost ends up outside the ground. No changes to the sides at half-time. There was an injury to Mario Billen, the central player of the defensive back three for Auckland City. His place taken by Tom Doyle, and another poor bit of control there, albeit under a bit of pressure from Mauro Bonsumaru, which is really the story of the first half. A nice step there from Howson, bursting down, he's whipping that left foot cross. No, he's knocked it through Alfie Rogers, but cleared once more by Bill Robertson, who's been very, very solid at the back for Hawkes Bay United. Yeah, playing 3-5-2. Tom Doyle coming out, taking over at the left. Brian Caltech, who started on the left of the back three, now playing in the middle, and Adam Mitchell on the right-hand side there. Blake with the chance to try and attack down there. Early on, the first few minutes of the game, he looked very dangerous down that right-hand side, but he hasn't had much ball in space, with Jesse Randall dropping back and helping out Fergus Neal in his defensive duties. Riera's had a reasonably quiet game. Caltech now look a bit more pressing already, but easy there for Scott Morris to take, and he's been solid the whole game. I wonder if we'll see a bit more sort of urgency from Auckland City. Already we've seen a little bit more, but that's a poor effort from Alfie Rogers there. Another easy grasp for Morris in the Hawkes Bay goal. The whole Hawkes Bay side have worked really hard. I say the back four have totally nullified the front two, who basically look a little bit shell-shocked for Auckland City. And on the counter, Hawkes Bay have looked good and have looked dangerous, especially this young boy Randall, who's impressed me today. Not so commentator's curse there, he just falls over himself. But a stretch there, bringing out a bit of a turf there. Corey Vickers put his knee into the, it's going to be painful. It may be painful if you're an old man like me rather than these young athletes. Bonsumaru dropping deep to pick up the ball, knocks it wide to Rogers. Cutting inside. Howson, here's square Riera with a chance, but it just went away from him, so he could unleash a shot there. Blake. Mitchell outside him, knocked in, but again quite easily intercepted. But comes back to Blake now. This is a chance to get a decent cross in, and that is, to say disappointing would be an understatement. So we're seeing a bit more urgency from Auckland City in the early moments of this second half. They played the ball, had a fair bit of possession, played it around at the back, but never really created any real penetrating moves. That didn't even come in, I don't believe. Referee did it. We have to take that one again. Been a fair bit of whistle today from Mr. O'Connell. Not anything wrong with it. He's just been very strict with the physical contact going on there. They're not one of the usual rumbustious games that we're used to in the Premiership, as we can see there. And I think, look at that. Quick ball away from Randall. Oh, and he just dropped out of it, but a chance. Oh, you know, Othman, he looked up there. Ahmed Othman looked up for it. Again, they've lost it. First time ball from Caelan Gould trying to find a gap through their Howson dummies, and it is picked up by Bonsumaru. Back to Howson. Riera. Blake's bursting down that right-hand side for him. He's seen him, but in again. Another good, solid clearance we've seen all day from James Hoyle, the Hawkes Bay United skipper. Randall again having a bit of a break. No, letting it go that time. Manicum dropping deep as well, trying to pick up the ball. But here again, they're just a little bit scrappy, but good pressing from Hawkes Bay, which they've done all day. You just wonder if they'll be able to keep this going for the full 90 minutes. Because they've worked, the whole team has worked really, really hard. Playing in a 4-3-3 formation, but the wide two up front, dropping back and doing a fair bit of defensive work. Caelan Gould and Jesse Randall helping out in defensive duty. So it's worked very effectively for them. And I'm surprised that there hasn't been a change either in personnel, and we know Emiliano Tarde, the top scorer for Auckland City, is out injured, so he's not an option today. But I'm surprised that they haven't made a bit of a change. Howson knocking it, Bonsumaro's got a chance here. Blocked and well cleared at the back there by Jackson Woods. Caelan Gould coming back to tidy up. Woods launching it up. Gavin Hoy. One there by Kaltak. Through from Riera to Bonsumari. Another one of those little flicks. This is basically what they've been reduced to. This little flick here and there. Well back from Bonsumari, dropping back. You know, your front man drops back into your own half to pick the ball up. You can't knock his willing, but the end product just hasn't quite been there so far today for him. Neither has it for Manicum as he drops back. Dylan Manicum, a futsal all white, getting muscled out of the ball there. That's a little bit lucky to get a free. I don't think that Corey Vickers is going to be too happy with that one, with that decision. But a chance here, maybe to have a ping at goal. Howson will be fancying a crack with his left peg. And you've also got Mario Illich standing over the ball, and Brian Kaltak wants a crack. Oh, and here comes Tom Doyle as well to put his sixpence worth in. Yeah, it looks like Howson's the man for the job. Good distance out, enough time to get it up and over the wall. And I'm pretty sure Howson will be the one that, no, Illich having a bit of a run. Look at that, and woof. There you go. So that was the old, let's fool the commentator by putting my foot under the ball, pretending I'm going to take it, and then Murray Illich just nips up there and has a crack. But a wasted effort there. Not struggling, sorry, not troubling rather, Morris in the Hawkes Bay United goal. They've been well led at the back by assistant coach Bill Robertson, who's a player coach for Hawkes Bay United, very experienced player. And him and James Hoyle in the middle there have been exceedingly strong. A lot of possession here. This is looking a bit more promising from Auckland City. Riera now. Blake coming in. Is he going to drive one? Knocks it back though. Look at that, giving it away. Where was this? Have a go, mate. Deary me. The ball, you run over to that one. Give it a crack. Do you remember the old 1970 World Cup final? Carlos Alberto with the fourth goal for Brazil against Italy. That's exactly the ball that was laid off to him. Although it was Pele, I think, laying off that ball. And perhaps if Pele had laid that ball off to Andrew Blake, he would have smacked it. But more promising so far in terms of attacking intent, but the final product still lacking a little bit of it. Alfie Rogers dropping there, back, playing it back to Tom Doyle. Quite happy to knock it around here. It was when it went further forward that they struggled. Bonsumaro now to Riera, pushing himself far further forward. Can he get a shot away? He can't. Back to Howson. The shot's blocked. Picked up by Hoy here. Looking for it. Decided not to play the early ball. And a crunching tackle from Illich. Throw goes to Hawkes Bay United. But he's been a bustling, quite impressive as well, as Gavin Hoy. In that three-man midfield. It's been the hard work of this Hawkes Bay side that's given them the lead and maintained it. In the corner, under pressure, chasing them down. They've done that all day. Put pressure on the back three and the goalkeeper. All the way, chasing around. Played out well though, but can they move this forward? Blake's out there wide. You've got to find him early. Yeah, it's found him maybe early enough. Give him a chance. Take him on. Fergus Neal back there tracking him, just holding him up. Drops back to Manicum, who's deep. It's interesting to see Adam Mitchell, who's part of the back three, right up there at the moment. Not sure what his feet are going to be like if the ball comes through to him, but cleared again by James Hoyle. A little bit more attacking attempt from what we see, but still not quite getting their flow going. This is their third game. They lost last week. They've lost 2-0 to the surprise package of the season so far, Hamilton Wanderers. Riera knocks it through, and out Morris again, cleaning up at the back. Again, so another Auckland City raid comes to nothing. Oh, he's lucky there, Jackson Wood. Good bit of pressure, held up by Hoy, but out-muscled a bit there by Brian Kaltak. That's a good tackle in there from Pickering in the midfield, and Robertson again, although he's missed out here to Manicum. And it's back, and Illich gives the ball away. And again, this is the same sort of story as in the first half, or just maybe with a little bit more attacking intent, which just highlights the problems they're having at the moment up front. Only scored 1 goal in their first 2 games. That was against Eastern Suburbs in their 1-0 win in their first game of the season. Around 3 now, and you expect goals from this Auckland City side. They have been the benchmark in this ISPS Handa Premiership. Won 7 titles. Tend to score lots of goals, but today efforts have been few and far between that have really changed it. Bonsu Maru picking it up wide into Illich. Back to Howson. He's going to chip one in. Again, strong clearance from Hoyle. Manicum. And offside. Dylan Manicum offside. Called there by the assistant referee, or linesman as we used to call him in the good old days. No changes, well, there was one change forced by injury with Mario Billen getting injured and Tom Doyle coming on in his place. No tactical changes made as yet by either side, and if you're Hawkes Bay, as long as the players are fit and got a bit of lung power left, why would you change them at the moment? They've done a fantastic job. Fergus Neal launching one, and a bit of a breeze picking up there. That ball held up a little bit. There's Blake making a bit of a run. Riera's outside him. And it's Doyle asking for it, pushing forward. And there's Howson knocking it through to Bonsu Maru's turn. Can he get a shot away? And didn't really manage to get his laces through that. Slightly scuffed it a bit, so reasonably comfortable. And straight at Scott Morris. There's a bit of a breeze holding that ball up there. Boy managing to bring it down. Didn't get a free kick out of that, no. And a throw to Auckland City. And we have a substitution there. It looks like Albert Riera going off, and Mohammed Awad coming on in his place. See if that will make any difference to this Auckland City attack. Doyle pushing well forward here. Knocking the ball through. Rogers out wide. Manages to get him a corner for Auckland City. Set pieces really look the best opportunity for Auckland City to score. Their open play hasn't really been. And they did one of this before with these corners, tried to play these little flash things, end up losing the ball. Knocked it into space though. And really, that is an exceedingly disappointing effort. Totally wasted. And I don't know, from Illich there, I don't know what their thinking is. It's like their whole brains have been scrambled and their footballing brain has been switched off for the day. This is a very unlike Auckland City performance. Illich with a good challenge there. Hoffman very deep. Mannequin going in and a bit of a scrappy play on that side. Another one. This Caelan Gould has been working very hard all day, but Alfie Rogers now with a chance to launch an attack for Auckland City. Knocks in, but straight given away, and picks up a free kick. So it's a bit of fun there between a bit of byplay between Harrison and Corey Vickers. Vickers will be happy with picking up the free kick, which is going to be taken by Scott Morris. Going to pump it long, one would imagine. This could well hold up at the end in this breeze, although he's driven that pretty well. Yeah, you can hear the frustration there on the pitch now from the Auckland City players. Murray Illich there, not happy that he didn't pick up a free kick there. And there's been a fair few free kicks given today. So that hasn't exactly been a rarity. And here's another one now, but it's gone the other way, which will only add to Auckland City's frustration. And the way that they're playing, you can understand why the frustration's creeping in. Nothing's really going right for them, and they started this half off again with some more attacking intent than they had in the first half, but the end product just hasn't been there. And they're slowly starting to unravel. They desperately need someone to take a grip on this game for them. Caelan Gould now whipping one in. It's flicked over the back row where Robertson has been hanging around from set pieces at that far post. Oh, that was that could be dangerous now. Break. Alward knocking it down out wide to Andrew Blake. Oh, that was a blatant pull there, but the referee's playing advantage, letting it go. Pickering's missed at Harrison. Handball. They're desperate, and that's only going to add to the frustration. It was on Harrison's wrong foot, really, for him, but he still gave it a bit of a smack, but blocked again. And this is Hawkes Bay United have done this all day. They've put bodies in the way.
He's played the advantage, so he hasn't broken up an attack.
Caltech getting through, winning that one. Illich knocking it wide to Rogers, looking for a bit of support, has to play it back to Doyle. Again into Caltech. Here he goes, injecting himself forward, which is I like watching it. I like Caltech when he injects himself into attack like that. But they're dropping again. Mannequin dropping deep again. Illich, Doyle, gonna have a crack. Oh, good save! A lovely shot there from Tom Doyle, and a good save again from Scott Morris, who's been solid all day. Made a few good saves. Keep his side's goal intact so far. The only goal of the game, Jesse Randall for Hawkes Bay United in the 26th minute, 1-0. We're moving along now. We're about almost 20 minutes into this second half. Another set piece opportunity here, whipped in. Oh, a good header at the back. but held, but straight again. I think it was Doyle getting up there, but held again by Morris. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time today, having a good day. And maybe it's going to be his day. Maybe it's going to be his day. Whip clearance holding up again. Oh, there's a chance here. Bonsu Maru's through. Robertson getting back. Strong defence there from Robertson, because Bonsu Maru was looked like he was away there. It looked like an aimless ball really forward, but Bonsu Maru managed to get goal side. Good battle here. Hoy's putting himself about here very bravely. Strong challenge between Rogers and Pickering there, but Rogers winning out. Mannequin looking for a bit of support, having to turn and slow the pace down the attack. He was looking for Blake wide, but he just couldn't manage to get free for it. Wad, who's come on for Riera. And a little run there down that right side. Hoffman, who's very deep here, helping out defensively. He's meant to be the focal point of a three-man attack, but he's really hasn't been used that much. He's been dropping in with the rest of the Hawkes Bay side to do defensive work. Looks like another substitution coming here for Hawkes Bay United. And the man I was just talking about, Hoffman, there, looks like he's maybe taken a bit of a knock. He's going to be replaced. And it's down below me, so I can't see, but I'll tell you very shortly who it is. He's coming in. It's below me, so I can't see it, so do bear with me. And coming on there is a number 16, who's not even named on this sheet, so that's going to be great. So should we just call him 16, shall we? Should we just call him 16? He's not even on the team sheet that I've got, so we'll call him 16. Anyone recognise him? Just please, 0800, who's that man? Just send it to us. Here we go, Vickers out right here, a very aggressive. Just couldn't quite, just stumbled a little bit there. Did Gavin Hoy when he had that opportunity. Arwad's back, helping out, knocks it through. Illich now looking up. No one really in front of him. It's a solid wall of white when he looked up. Blake's got it now. Back inside to Illich. Doyle. Gets a run nicely inside Hoy there. Is he going to have another little crack? Out wide to Alfie Rogers. Whips it across. Cleared. There's a chance for Arwad. No, he can't get it either. And now Hoy's back very strong there on the ball, as it has been all day. I do apologise for not knowing who that number 16 is. He doesn't look familiar to me, and I'll see if I can find him. Here we are. It's James Mack. There we go. I think it's James Mack. I found it out on my own sheets now. So that's James Mack. He's, I believe, he's also captain of the US Virgin Islands. James Mack. There we go. He wasn't listed on the team sheet that I've got. And I wonder if he'll play a slightly deeper role and just leave Hoy and Randall to do the charging up front. Another corner now to Auckland City. Another chance for them to put pressure on. But things haven't quite gone for them so far. Looks like Howson to take this. Caltex pushed himself up into the area, as has Doyle. Another one that doesn't really get into a danger area, and Blake coming in. Big block from Vickers. Mack trying to clear it, but he hasn't cleared it. Scrappy. And that's Fergus Neal down there. The ball's come in again, and Bonsumara gets up, but it's tamely going wide, but easily collected by Scott Morris. So James Mack the third. I've got to give him his proper name, because there might be another couple of James Macks floating around that thought that I was taking their name in vain. So James Mack the third. And number 16 on for Hawkes Bay United. Randall just outmanoeuvred there by Blake, who knocks it back to Mitchell. And Brown to Caltech. Caltech now to push it forward, try and get a bit of momentum for his side. Coming for the return, Bonsu Mara, whose touch today, it's got to be said, hasn't been his best. Boys he's looking for that little dinky ball through, but Randall not quite making it, and Brown out to clear. Robertson now dropping back out to Jackson Woods. They called him James Wood then. Oh, dearie me, that's a bit of a clash, and it looks like Hoy's ended up the worst for it, but the free kick's been given against him, probably rightly so. And there's a couple of them down there, and it's right round the corner from me, so I'm trying to see who that is that there. Maybe Tom Doyle by the part of the field where it took place. Big clash here, it was Tom Doyle. And I do apologise, there are various blind spots here at Kiwitea Street. The pitch though is in fantastic condition, Nick, and the weather's really cleared up now after a miserable first half. So hopefully we may get some more goals, a bit more decent football, but at the moment Auckland City's struggling to really threaten the goal despite the amount of possession that they're getting, and Hawkes Bay working very, very hard and always looking at danger on the break. Illich over the top to Blake, who's cutting inside now. Manicom's in there, this is a big chance for him now. Manicom, and he get in there, and he's just knocked it across the face of the goal. No one there to put the finishing touch on it. Alfie Rogers here at that far post, but Manicom, that was the first time really he's had a chance to do anything inside the area. Not quite able to pull it off. Clearance. Vickers up, flicks it on. Doyle back to Brown, who's going to be chased down. No, Gould's just decided to let him have a couple of seconds respite for once. Mack in there, and just a bit of desperation there from old Blakey down there. He's had a pretty decent game, but just put his foot in a little bit late. And Randall to launch one, and it looks like the hard-working Gavin Oy is coming off, and he's had a great game. He's getting applauded by his coaching staff and teammates on the sideline. He really has worked hard today for you. I'll let you know who's coming on soon if I can see them, as soon as I see them. And it is Hawke Akers. Should we call him Hawke? Hawke, that'll sound good. Hawke Akers comes on for the hard-working Gavin Hoy. Flicked up, a slight shove in the back there, but nothing too untoward. There's James Hoyle, the Hawkes Bay skipper. It's knocked down. Throw now, and Akers getting perhaps his involvement. No, he's going to leave it for Jackson Woods. Here's James Mack. Just trying to create something there. I think at first he was trying to put Randall through, and the ball didn't quite drop from him there, so he had a little bit of a pop. Knocked it wide. Caltech now to Adam Mitchell. Out to Blake and Manicom. Again dropping deep, even just one man up front really for them. And they've been struggling against the back four. Alfie Rogers knocking it in, Howson knocks it back. Tom Doyle, and there's Harwad. Oh, Jackson was here, but Max back there. There's a lot of when you start hearing a lot of noise like that and everyone appealing for everything from one side, you know that they're struggling. And the frustration is starting to kick in. And we're down into the last sort of 15 minutes now of this game, and it's desperate times now for Auckland City. You wonder whether they're going to make any other personnel changes. Rogers into Hawke, and Rogers goes for return. And there's a penalty there, which that looks like a reasonably harsh decision. First up, let's have a look at the replay here. It's flicked through Hawke and Rogerson goes in. I don't know there, does he get the ball? Surely he played the ball. It looks like it's been given against Jackson Woods, and maybe that was the only way that they were going to get a decision today. For me, that looks a harsh one, but you know, it looks as if Woods has got across and made the tackle and taken the ball. The ball certainly squirted across away from him, but the referee's decision is final. He's not going to change his mind. And now Howison is going to step up and take this penalty for Auckland City and bring them level and with a chance perhaps to go on and win this when it didn't really look likely. Yeah, he buries it. No chance there for Scott Morris. Yeah, I mean, they've worked hard this half, but to say they deserve an equaliser, maybe not. But the reality is they've got it. In the 75th minute, the equaliser from the spot by Cameron Howson. You wonder now whether Hawkes Bay are just going to try and sit back, or whether this is where it suddenly opens up for Auckland City. It'll be interesting. I'll look to talk to the Hawkes Bay outfit, get an interview with someone after the game to find out what they felt about that penalty, because we only got the angle from where we are, and it certainly looked a harsh decision to me. Jackson Woods, who the penalty was given against, nipped in now. Rogers again. Got a chance. Arwad's in front of him, having to hold it up now and heading the other way. And Robertson, who's come a long way from his central position to close Arwad down there. Gould, who's run all day, he must be running out of steam soon, surely. Here he goes again. Really hard working team, this Hawkes Bay United team. I've been very impressed with their work ethic. Arwad now in a little bit of space. Another good tackle from Vickers getting back there. Hoyle, but he's overhit that, and a chance there for Illich. Oh, he's a bit lucky there. He tried to do the fancy Dan little turn, and ends up getting a decision. Maybe the bleating from the Auckland City players has worked on referee O'Connell. He seems to be favouring them with a few decisions now, and not too far out. Maybe worth a crack from here. Caltech seems very keen. He said, you missed me out last time. It was you and Illich that were standing here. Illich is still not gone to pick the ball up. Maybe he's giving this one a miss. So it's Doyle, Caltech and Howison around the ball. Who wants it? You know Caltech wants to take it, but I don't know whether they're going to allow him to do it. Howison with his left peg, maybe. Who knows? They tend to sort of keep you guessing. Right? Howson's running away now, so maybe it's Doyle. And it's Caltech, there you go. Boom, straight into the wall. Caltech got his way. He was eager. Manicum, a lovely effort there in the middle from Mitchell. Didn't quite come off. Randall's hit it perfectly here for Gould. Has he got support? He's got Mack, he's got to look round. That was a lovely ball there, under pressure. About the only thing to play. And Pickering tries to pick out Mack running up on that far post, but gets intercepted, and it's back to Brown in the Auckland City goal. Ball now to Illich. Despite the fact that they haven't really created that much and they've been a bit scrappy today, you'd think that Auckland City will fancy themselves now, having got themselves back level. And here we go, another decision goes their way, and that's probably fair enough. Bonsumaru leaping through and getting brought down there. So another set piece, and after you've defended so well and you've held on to a lead, and then you get a sort of contentious decision goes against you, it can deflate you a little bit, and it certainly looks to have lifted Auckland City. And it looks like Arwad to knock this one in. And he's dipped it over the top, and punch clear by Morris. Mack half clears it, still with Arwad. He's got Illich outside him. Lovely turn, but unfortunately well defended there by Pickering. Coming clear now, Randall, is he going to have a go? Oh, he couldn't get past the defender. Fergus Neal dropping it into the hard-working Gould. Howson getting frustrated there, feels he was worthy of getting a free kick. Well kept in there by Blake, whips it across. Out, and that's Jorge Akers hoofing it clear. Anywhere will do for that one. Doyle now, to Illich, and you can feel the sort of slow change of momentum here, really going Auckland City's way, albeit they've had most of possession in this half. Hawkes Bay didn't really look under pressure, but they're starting to look it now. And a turn from Arwad. Oh, I would have thought he would have had a crack, but he didn't. And Gould holds it up, Caelan Gould. Akers wide. Oh, battling away, but Illich pointed to the ball to the referee that said, mate, I've got it, which he certainly has. And he's getting frustrated, he wanted some movement in front of him. Howson chips it through. Bonsumaru, but beaten to it again, but it's not cleared, it's back to Rogers. It just keeps coming back at the moment for Hawkes Bay. They just can't seem to clear their lines for any period of time. They'll be desperate to get some time with their foot on the ball. Caltack now pushing forward as well. Here's Mitchell, knocks it wide. Blake going to whip one in. No, he's moving it back. Wonder why he didn't hit that first time. Manicum knocks it out again to Mitchell. And Bonsumaru wins the ball, but it doesn't really end up in any opportunity for Auckland City. Here's now this is it, he's beating him down there. Oh, and that for me, it sums it up. But Manicum finally gets some space, brings it in there, knocks it in. All it needs is a good firm touch towards goal from Bonsumaru, and from a few yards out he puts it. Look at this, that's lovely skill there. He's created it, knocked a beautiful ball. He's only about 3 yards out, and he's cleared the post, the crossbar, by about 5 yards. Surely, as the old chestnut goes, it would have been easier to score. And so Hawkes Bay live to fight another day. Well won strongly by Caltack, but Neal now trying to break through. Well, he's a little bit unlucky there, Manicum. Neal sort of dawdled a little bit on the ball, wanted to take a touch too many, and Manicum came in, and he's been adjudged to have fouled him. There'll be a sigh of relief there from Neal. And looks like Randall about to launch another one deep into the area. Can they create anything? It's knocked out now. Pickering picks the ball up. Driven, here's Robertson at the far post as ever, but well cleared by Mitchell into Gould. He couldn't quite control it, he just got out-muscled there. Mack chasing back with Manicum. Manicum, his flying feet. Can he create something? Has he got any support? But Mack stuck to his task and has given away a corner, but did well there, chasing the fleet-footed Manicum the whole way. I think you look at this game now, and I think Hawkes Bay United they'll be rapt with getting a draw, but I think they'll be looking for the final whistle. Ball comes in deep, and free kick given away there. I think it was Doyle again getting up there. He's been a bit of a threat as Tom Doyle. Getting up there, he's got his head to a couple, put that one over, but the free kick's been awarded against Auckland City. 5 minutes to go now, plus added time. Can Hawkes Bay hold on, or maybe even poach one? Oh dear, Randall. Doyle getting a vital intercept in there because Randall was away. And we already saw the good finish he did in the first half for the goal. Not quite able to keep it in there. Fergus nil, and is there another substitution coming now down here below us? Yeah, it looks like Adam Mitchell is coming off, and he's being replaced by Yusuf Ali. So Adam Mitchell off, Yusuf Ali, number 16 on. Yusuf Ali. Ali gets his first touch of that ball there. And it looks like Illich has... Blake dropping back. Maybe Blake dropping back into that right back, the right sided of that back three. Oh, there's a card coming out here, and that I believe is just for a. I've no idea who's been booked. There was a lot of shouting, and I believe that may have just been because of chatting to the referee in an unseemly manner, shall we say. So the first yellow card of the game. And the referee's getting up now, getting himself in a better position. Yeah, it looks as if Blake has dropped into the right side of the back three. Arwad now with plenty of space down this right-hand side. Taking him on. Plays it into Howson. It's onto his left foot, which is his preferred one. Owns it up. Manicum, Howson. Oh, and again, Morris with good hands. He's had a good game today, as Morris had no chance with the penalty, but has been very solid for the rest of the game. Rathkiel college boy who played outfield but suffered from Severs disease. It's a horrible thing on the plates of your heels, in your heel. It can cause a lot of pain, and dropped him back into goal, so he became a goalkeeper, and he's certainly done a very decent job of it today. Long ball pumped through from Caltac, but won again by Robertson at the back, who's really been a rock. That was cheaply given away though by Mack. Arwad is wide. Hoyle hassling him, harrying him, and winning the ball again. Hoyle and Robertson really don't deserve to be on a losing side. Were Auckland City to poach this at the death. That was poor. And perhaps, really, the performance from Auckland City today, a draw will probably be the most they probably deserve from the game. They're certainly going to have to go back to the drawing board. And offensively, they just haven't been, in attacking sense, they haven't really been at their best today. Caltac strongly battling with Randall, trying to flick it through. Illich back there Plays it back to Brown, who's not won long, but Robertson there again. And Akers coming back from an offside position. Doyle, Illich, Kaltak. Blake knocking one long. Ali battling his way down that right-hand side. That's pinged in there and it's dropped fortuitously to Arwad. Can he get a shot away? No, he's dropped one inside. Howson on his left foot again, but tried to cut back. Now he's giving it away. Here's a chance here for Gould. Gould on one-on-one with Kaltak. He's trying to push past them. And that has got to be a card. Oh, you're winding me up, referee. I suppose commentators can't do it, but as a football fan, I look at that and I think that surely should have gone the other way. But Kaltak gets away with it. Who's a strong character, though. He is a solid character, and he's had another strong game today. Brian Kaltak, the Vanuatu international. And that was I thought that was going to be almost a sending off. It was that close to the area. And then nipping through his Manicum again. Can he get one across? Oh, dearie me, that is so close. So close at that far post. And that was so close. Manicum again, so when he gets the ball at his feet and runs at people inside that area, he's caused a lot of problem. But again, another very poor corner goes straight to Akers. Although Hawkes Bay United were insisting that was a goal kick and not a corner. It nearly went at the end there. I wouldn't advise arguing too much. The skipper there for Hawkes Bay United, James Hoyle, having a bit of a heated debate with referee O'Connell. Akers trying to hold it up on the side. It's won by Illich. Hoyle back to Illich though, and well in by Mack. That looked like a WWE move. Oh, Kaltak strongly in though. It looked like Mack was favourite to win that ball. Kaltak's having a run. He fancied a crack himself, a bit too far out. Here we go, Manicum again with the ball at his feet. And right at the end, just pokes it through and it nips in the corner, and you can only feel sorry, 2 minutes into injury time according to our clock. But look at that, just and left by Bonsu Maru. And the cruelty of the game of football, a brave Hawke's Bay side who 10, 15 minutes ago looked like they were heading it, when Manicum, who's struggled to have an impact on the game, almost a speculative shot there, but dribbling in at the left hand, at Scott Morris's left hand post. And Auckland City have taken the lead right at the death. Robertson going back, letting the ball run out. And is there any time left in this game for Hawke's Bay to claw something out of it? I mean, Auckland City will be ecstatic with getting a win. They should hold out now, which they have done, and that was almost the last knockings of the game. And an entertaining game here. Auckland City not really getting into their full flow, coming though from 1-0 down at half-time with late goals, a penalty in the 75th minute from Cameron Howson, and a speculative shot at the end from Dylan Manicum, creeping in 2 minutes into injury time at the far post. 2-1 to Auckland City. A goal for Hawke's Bay United from Jesse Randall in the 26th minute in the first half. A gutsy effort from Hawke's Bay, but they're going to go back to, it's not the Bay now, is it? Bay of Plenty's the Bay, because they keep winning the rugby. Oh no, but Hawke's Bay have won promotion, so maybe it is the Bay. They'll go back, they're very disappointed, but they'll think they can hold their heads up high for the gutsy effort, and if they perform like that for the rest of the season, I'm sure they'll end up results. We're going to sign off here now from Kiwitea Street. Final score, Auckland City 2, Hawkes Bay United 1.